Oscar in here with me. This ain't a diss song, but yeah, you know what it is. I'm a cheesehead, y'all niggas cheese whiz. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's nothing. That Super Bowl ring, that's nothing. Pull up in your town when you.
Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Pothole Frozen Pizza from Quick Trip. Among the roster moves made by the Packers this week was the addition of wide receiver Allen Lazard to the reserve COVID-19 list on Tuesday. Prior to that move, we had a virtual sit-down with Allen to talk about his big game against Washington. Allen, against the Washington football team, you have 5 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown, and they all come in one series right before the half. What is going on?
You know, right before the half, I think that's when we really strive as an offense. 2-minute situations, end of half, end of game. We do a great job of communicating and executing in those periods of time. It just happened to be that, you know, I was the hot hand in that moment. Aaron kept finding me, being able to convert, keep the chains moving. And, you know, we were obviously very thankful to be able to captivate the drive with a nice little back shoulder touchdown.
Talk about that back shoulder catch. Normally you see that kind of pass and catch on the sideline, but you were in from the sideline. Was that the way that play is designed, or was that an impromptu thing?
That's definitely an impromptu thing. We got a zero coverage look. Really, they were doubling Devontae, so they had an extra guy over there on the other side of the field. But on our side, it was basically zero coverage. There's no help over the top. So Aaron just, you know, took kind of a quick game footstep, put a little touch on the ball, so I was able to have time to be able to track it as he threw it back shoulder, and we were able to connect and make a great play.
Right side spinning grab, Lazard, touchdown, Green Bay!
Allen, the program lists you at 6'5", 227. Do corners, no corner in the universe is that big? Do they ever say this isn't fair, you should not be this big?
You know, by their demeanor after the play, it feels like it. They don't ever verbally communicate that to me, but it definitely feels like that after, especially the 12 duos, the 13 duos, the inserts. You know, when I'm blocking some of the DNs and safeties inside the box, it definitely gets physical in there, and I definitely like to use my size, height, and weight to my advantage.
If you could you talk to me, how do you go about getting deep? What's the secret to that?
Well, I think for me and my size and the way that I play, a style of play, of physicality, people undermine my able to get on top of them and to take off the top foot with my speed. What I'm able to do in the quick game and short yardage routes helps me set up my deep ball package, deep ball routes that I like to run.
Allen, could you talk to us about how you will handle or have handled the short week? How do you get yourself ready and at the bit, ready to play a game on Thursday night?
Going into the Washington game, knowing that we had 2 games within 11 days and really 2 games now within 5 days, the physical and mental preparation has to start before then. So I think our coaches, our staff, you know, our team has done a great job preparing, not only physically, but mentally as well, of how to go about training and getting prepared for the game Thursday night.
Allen, last thing for you. Do you think this team, this current Green Bay Packer team, does it have the mystical it to go all the way?
Come on, Larry, we both know the answer to that question. Absolutely, absolutely, especially when we got 12 back there. We're a healthy team, clicking on all units. We're definitely one of the best in the league, if not the best.
All right, dumb question, but best of luck to you the rest of the way. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Larry, appreciate you.
Looking for instant help from this rookie class? Look no further than Devonte Wyatt. Let's start with a few factoids. At 300 plus pounds, Wyatt ran a 4.77, the fastest 40 by a defensive tackle. He was also PFF's highest Power 5 grader at the position, and the only DT to top 80 both as a run defender and pass rusher. Let's see what all those numbers look like on tape. Football is a game of leverage. Low man wins, and look at Davante. His helmet and his hands are underneath the blocker. He is in total control and stuffing him back in the backfield. And then look at the extension with his left arm and hand. He is creating separation so he can disengage from the blocker when he finds the ball carrier to make the tackle. That is what 80+ versus the run looks like. Pass rush now. A little flinch, and then at this point in the rush, it is full man versus full man, but a rusher doesn't want that. He wants to get on the edge and only have to beat half a man. Watch Davante. Left hand, he pulls that blocker by, and then simultaneously, he flips his hips, gets skinny, and he winds up having to beat no man. And number 22, you see him right there, he wants no part of this thing. Sack for Devonte Wyatt, and that's what 80+ on the pass rush looks like. One more play to look at, and this one's a little different. End of the half, and Devonte is serving as a spy, keeping an eye on the quarterback. And when the quarterback finally does decide to scramble, Devonte stumbles and falls. You can see him on the ground right there. But watch him. Watch how quickly and efficiently he gets up. It's like he didn't even have to think about it. It's just him being him. And then we see that 4.77 speed and one heck of an effort, and he winds up forcing a fumble downfield. Devonte Wyatt, that young man is a football player.
Quickness, man, that's just all hard work like that now. That's something that was born inside of me. I never knew I had until I got to college. And once I found out I had the quickness, the speed, the scrum, I knew I had to take advantage of it and like use it. And God blessed me with that talent, and I'm gonna use it to my best ability.
Dateline, March 2nd, 2021. Joe Barry meeting the Green Bay media for the very first time, and he's asked about coaching inside linebackers.
Good linebackers, they're given with instincts. They're given awareness. That's not coached. You can't coach awareness. You can't coach instincts.
And that brings us to De'Vondre Campbell. First of all, let's watch the Seahawks and what they're doing. The snap to Russell Wilson, the handoff, and then the toss back to Wilson, the good old-fashioned flea flicker. Meantime, the tight end is faking like he's blocking Rashawn Gary before he goes out for a screen pass. And there you see the screen coming with him right there. And so we've got the flea flicker. We've got the tight end pretending to block. And then finally we have the screen, and with all that eye candy, De'Vondre Campbell is not fooled one bit. He's out there with the tight end, and he drops him for a loss of 6. That is instincts, and that is awareness. De'Vondre just has a feel for pass coverage. Watch him play zone right here. He slows up one receiver, he leaves the zone, and he lets him go, and he's in perfect position to pick up the next receiver coming into his zone. And that receiver, he stops for a gain of 2 when it was 4th and 5. De'Vondre's instincts and awareness also show up in the running game. Right here we have a classic case of one-on-one. And sometimes it's best if the defender goes right through the blocker, but other times it's best to go around him. But that decision has to be made in a nanosecond. And you have to consider where you're at, where the blocker is at, and where the ball carrier is at. Watch De'Vondre. He clearly makes the right decision, a little deke, and he is by that blocker in no time. And now, let's widen the picture. We'll find De'Vondre again, and you can see he's into the backfield, dumping that ball carrier for a 2-yard loss. On the official NFL stats, there are 7 good things a defensive player can do. Tackles for a loss, sacks, hits on the quarterback, fumbles forced, fumbles recovered, passes intercepted, and passes broken up. And only one Green Bay Packer checked every one of those boxes. His name, De'Vondre Campbell.
The season he had, and I'm so impressed with the person and the player, and he just made a world of difference for our defense, and obviously couldn't have worked out better.
He's hit, and he's brought down. Back inside the 20-yard line. De'Vondre Campbell on the hit.
Rodgers, the throw, going far side of the field. Valdez-Scantling has the catch, makes a move. And quickly, the Packers going here on third down. Rodgers tries to find a seam, and does. St. Brown breaks the tackle. Third and goal. Rodgers throwing incomplete. Mason Crosby field goal attempt. It's been perfect on the year, and this is a short one for him. It's up, and it's good. Three-man rush. Goff can't find anyone, lets it go. Reynolds in stride into Green Bay territory.
See Sean McVay right, seeing a lot of progress in his ability to throw it.
Goff loads up again, has Woods in. And Gay pumps it through. Pitch out, Jones looks for a seam, cuts up, and Jones still on his feet. How did he stay up? Aaron Jones. Third down and goal for Green Bay. Rodgers going to throw it. Fire, and it's caught. Touch.
With Chris Barnes out, all that play calling goes back to Christian Kirksey. Does that slow him down in his reading and his ability to make plays?
Kamal Martin is in for him. Oh, look out. Goff is swallowed up. Second down. Four-man rush. Rodgers slings underneath Jones. A lot of room to run in that flat. Cuts it up 40. First down and more. Rodgers on the fake. Looking, pumping. Rodgers running, and he's in. And now a bad snap, so the Packers are in trouble. A little flip to Crosby, and that's not going to work out. So on the tough snap, they really had nowhere to go there. Chris Barnes is back in for Green Bay, their inside linebacker. That's good news. They will run it. Akers, big hole, and a first down. And more for Akers. Goff getting everyone set. Looking left, throwing left. It is caught. Four-man rush. Rodgers pumps, some pressure, throws. Adams comes back to get it. 24 seconds left. Rodgers has time, can't find anyone. Now pressure. Rodgers running away, throwing on the run. He's got a completion to the big man. It'll be a 39-yard attempt by Crosby, and he puts it up and through. Here's Aaron Jones right up the middle and more. Jones makes a cut into Rams territory, still going near the 30. Jones has a chance. Second and goal. Jones backing his way in. Touchdown. Rodgers looking to throw. A lot of time. Now some pressure. Gets away. Looking, throwing. Knocked away in the end zone. Hill knocked it away from Jones. They get the play off. Goff pressured. And down he goes. Time. Rodgers now he's in trouble in the end zone. Steps away, throws. Lazard on the run. First down. How in 4 seconds on the clock. Rodgers gets the ball in time. Has time. Floats it deep. Going for it all. Knocked away. Play fake. Goff has some time. Looking to load up and delivers its chickers. Once again in at quarterback. Remember, he used to play quarterback. This time going to run it again up the middle. Inside the 5. Still going. Akers is in. Goff looking to throw on the two-point conversion. They get a little, oh, look at the trickery to Akers. On second down, three-man rush. Packers back off. Goff sees it and delivers a perfect ball for a first down. Play clock at 1. Goff gets it off. Some pressure coming. He's in trouble. He is sacked. Jones has 98 of them. Play fake here, though. Rodgers going for it all. Looking to break it open. He's got it. Lazard gonna go. Touchdown. Ramsey to get to the Green Bay 37 on third down. Tipped at the line and in. On fourth down, four-man rush. Goff in trouble already. Goff is sacked! Green Bay got home again, and Clark in the middle of it again.
It is so much better than we had last year. We won a lot of one-possession games, a lot of close games. We're not as good a team as we are this year.
And here comes Rodgers to Tunyon, who's got a one-on-one out there. He's got Rams, by the way, call that timeout. They've got one left. Quick throw to Adams from Rodgers. Makes a cut on Ramsey. Williams up the middle, inside the 10. First and goal.
Tough to bring down.
And so the last Green 19 from Aaron Rodgers today is victory formation.
Hands off the corner. Makes a tackle. Boy, you can feel it all the way up here.
Calling it emergence. This is me coming in to do the apex. Best stepping over you.
He is a true power backer, guys. He's got Dillon, breaks a tackle to the end zone. Touchdown!
Never fall back, never quit. Can I get rewards without the risk? Flexing with their hand and bigger than shooting. You can see another like this. Call it an emergence.
He is a premier back. We're fortunate. We've got 2 number 1 backs.
At the Combine, Matt LaFleur called you a, quote, premier back. And to get ready for this interview, I watched some highlights of you from last season, and it boils down to this. You are nifty enough to make a miss, but nasty enough to run them over. How do you decide between the two?
You know, it's something I'm still working on. I feel like when I can master that, that's when I think I'll really be at the prime of my game. It's still something I'm working on. I don't really care how I get there, but I want to end positive. I want to drag you for 2 or 3 extra, and I want to finish forward. It doesn't matter how pretty it looks, how flashy the run was. That's just how I'm going to get it done. So it's always been my mindset, so I'm happy to keep adding to my game.
Now, last season, AJ, you and Aaron Jones both totaled 1,100 plus yards from scrimmage, just the second time that's happened in franchise history.
They can't stop us. Can't stop us.
In a very egocentric business, it does not look like you guys are competing for touches. It looks like you guys are embracing the job sharing. Would that be accurate?
I'd say so. I think we are constantly trying to make each other better. Jonesy, obviously, the vet, had so many different experiences. You know, in times where I'm put in situations that I haven't been in, he's able to, you know, kind of reel it all in and be like, hey, I've been here. This is what you need to do. Just relax. And even sometimes in situations that are new to him that I might have been into, or he's been looking at something the same way and I'm a pair of fresh eyes. So we really work well together. And like you said, 1,100 yards, I guess, for the second time. This year we're going to try to get 1,500 apiece. So it's really great to be there for one another and keep each other fresh. You know, that's how you last the season. So it's awesome.
Do you have, as you approach next season, some expectations or goals for yourself in year 3?
Becoming more of a leader. Something I'm looking forward to this year is not viewing myself as a younger guy. Not necessarily going, oh yeah, I'm a vet, I've been doing this forever, but more so just that having that confidence that, you know, I'm here, I belong here, I've done it. I don't have to look for somebody else for answers. I can lead by example. Never been the most outspoken guy, but if a time comes up where I need to, being able to take that leadership role. So I think that's what I'm most excited for.
Dillon big hole up the middle. Dillon 10 to the 5 and rope down just short of the goal line.
Tell me about the Tune In to Dillon podcast.
It's actually a little play on words. So I do it with my brother-in-law. My fiance and my brother-in-law's last name is Tunin, which also sounds like tuning in, like watching something. So Tune In to Dillon. And my fiance's name is changing from Tune In to Dillon. We've had Alan Lazard on there, Charlie Barons, a Wisconsin legend and comedian. It's been really fun. And it's you joked around about me coming for your job last year, and so now I'm just putting tape to my resume. I need somebody to go watch my podcast highlights and give me a job in front of the camera.
Well, I listened to it, and I learned that you consider Chick-fil-A fine dining,
It
and
is.
that you have ordered your own jugs machine.
Yes.
What in the name of Vince Lombardi are you going to do with that?
So my thought process is I spend so much time in Door County. I want to still get, I still want to catch a couple footballs. So I was like, you know what? I'll just order a jug machine, and then I can teach my fiance, I can teach the dog. Anybody can load up the football, and I get like 50 catches every day in the morning, and then go about my day. Some people go for a morning walk. I'll catch my morning footballs and call it a day. Just keeping me right for this upcoming season.
Well, AJ, best of luck with the podcast. Best of luck with the upcoming marriage. And of course, best of luck with football. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, as always.
Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Pothole Frozen Pizza from Quick Trip.
Let's go! Let's go! Showtime! Leaping grab! Touchdown! Aaron Jones! Wilson, right side! Showtime's out there!
Aaron, I'm not going to beat the last game to death, but during it, over the course of it, you set a new franchise record for running backs with 129 receiving yards. And of course, the cornerstone for that was that 75-yard catch. Give me the first person account of that particular play, please.
I seen the corner kind of starting to sit, and his eyes kind of came off of me, wasn't looking at me, and the safety kind of jumped Devontae. And I just kept running, and I seen A-Rod kind of about to scramble, and I threw my hand up, and I seen him see me. I seen us make like kind of that eye contact, and he threw it, turned and caught it. I think it was a big play. It gave us an opportunity to get a field goal right before half when we were just in a backed up situation. Definitely wish I could have scored that. If I go back, I would just try to run straight or get out of bounds. But, I gave us the opportunity to kick a field goal. So
My favorite Aaron Jones play, perhaps from the entire season, came in the Browns game because you're leading Allen Lazard. He's on an around. You're leading him, and you take Denzel Ward and you block him. Now, blocking in the open field is hard. You take Denzel Ward and run his rear end about 9-10 yards, almost out of bounds. That's my favorite Aaron Jones play. Do you remember it?
Yes, sir. I definitely remember it. Anytime one of those plays are called up, and that is actually one of my favorites from the season as well. But anytime that play's dialed up, my guys are always out there, my receivers, my tight ends. If you see one explode for a long one, they're normally the ones who make one of those key blocks, and they're just doing the dirty work. I knew Lazard had to kind of come from behind, so I was like, I'll beat him there. And I told him in practice, I said, hey, if I can get there, just know I'm gonna be there leading the way for you to get to the end zone. And whenever I hear that play, I start smiling because I know I get to go lay it on the line for my guys who've been laying it on the line for me.
Aaron, when you met the press after the 49er game, I thought that was about as down as I've ever seen you. And I had the sense you were down because you and your teammates thought that this team had the mystical it to go all the way, and you weren't going all the way. What was it about this team that made you convinced it had the mystical it?
We had all the leaders. We had all the playmakers we needed. Everybody was stepping up, bringing the right energy, working hard every day. Everybody was committed, and you just felt the vibe in the locker room. The determination, everybody wanted it, and it's sad that we came up a little short, but I feel like we were the better team, and for most of the year, in every game we were the better team, and it showed, but we just got to get over that hump and finish.
Aaron, you've talked about it before, otherwise I'd probably not talk about it, and if you don't want to, just say so, but of course during the off season, you lost your father. Was playing football again, was that good therapy for you?
It was. especially like right after it happened. I came out here OTAs and got with my brothers, just focused on football. That was kind of my escape. But then early on in the season, I kind of struggled. You know, I would go out there, think about my dad, kind of be in tears a little bit, you know, just because he's not there. I can't look up and see him. So I kind of struggled with that. But I would say probably halfway through the season, you know, that sadness kind of turned into a smile, knowing he's right there looking down. You know, we came up short. It wasn't our goal. I told my dad we'd win the Super Bowl, but I'll make sure get him one of those rings one day. And I know he'd be proud of me because I left everything out there, everything I had. So, and I know he's just up there smiling down, and he's super proud of everything I've done this year, and especially my Man of the Year nomination.
Well, in that regard, just last week, Matt LaFleur was asked about Aaron Jones. And here's what Matt said.
He embodies what we want Green Bay Packers to be all about. I mean, that is Aaron to a T. He is as selfless as they come. Certainly the things he does off the field and for others is well noted. He's an explosive player. I just think he's a complete player.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, your pop is very proud.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's why, you know, I was able to use football as an escape, because that was always me and my dad's place to go. I use football as that escape right away, so now I'm gonna kind of have to deal with it.
And that's why I say, pound for pound, Aaron Jones is the toughest guy on the Green Bay Packers team. Aaron, congratulations on another terrific season. Enjoy your off season, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are joined now by the Packers' new special teams coordinator, Rich Bisaccia. Rich, welcome to Green Bay. How have the first couple months gone?
Outstanding. We've had some great snow days here, and good to be back in that kind of weather. But, you know, just so fortunate to have a chance to be with the Green Bay Packers, and the folklore that's gone through here and the tradition that's here, the standard and the expectations of the Green Bay Packers. So it's exciting to be a part of this right now.
Listening to Matt LaFleur talk about you at the Combine, I got the sense that he feels you're not only going to be good for special teams, you're going to be good for the entire operation, the entire building. Attitudes are contagious. What do you bring to the Green Bay Packers attitude-wise?
Well, I'm certainly appreciative of the kind words. I'm just here to serve, you know, Coach LaFleur, and, you know, to serve the Packers. I just think we're going to try to build a unit within the unit of our team. We're going to try to build a group of men that, you know, learn how to care about each other. They got to know what to do. They got to compete with relentless effort, and they're going to learn to play together. To your point about attitudes are contagious, I'm hoping that everybody in the building has a good one, because we're all going to need it.
When you look at a guy, what makes the good special teamer?
You know, special teams, in my opinion, is not really just run down the field with your hair on fire anymore. There's a lot more things that come to it, you know, that make you a good team player on special teams within the team itself, right? I'd like to think that, you know, we start the game, either kickoff or kickoff return. You know, the offense doesn't start the game, the defense doesn't start the game. So we're looking for players, you know, guys that can help us win games. But I just think as a football player, you'd like to see evidence of guys that love to play. And then there's a certain sense of, you know, how can I help us win by playing on the punt team or field goal protection or wherever it might be. So the only we really want to hear is, what can I do to help us win?
Is part of the thing, do you have to make it cool to be a Green Bay Packer special teamer?
It's really cool to be a Green Bay Packer. I mean, I just think the expectation in Green Bay is to win it all. I know I came here for that reason, and I'd like to think that when a guy gets drafted here, he walks through this building and he goes, I'm here to help win it all. To have the opportunity to be here and be a part of that expectation, be a part of that standard is something that just invigorates me personally.
How do you approach, Rich, coaching specialists? That's kind of a whole different arena, is it not?
we're looking for football players that happen to specialize in specific skills, right? So a guy that can kick the football, a guy that can snap it, a guy that can punt it or hold it. And we have, certainly Mason's been here a long time, and he's been really productive. He's really played well. You know, we think we went and got a good punter in Pat, and we're excited about him, and I've followed his career for a long time. He's played well in cold weather, and, you know, we're still through the competition at all three positions. I just think those are football players that have particular skills that we hope to help them along the way. So we're going to work with what we have and see what happens.
The Green Bay Packers, as of late, have not enjoyed a lot of special team success. You have, and I'm sure you've watched the Packer video from last season, possibly beyond. And this is for Packer fans everywhere. You've seen the video. Is there hope?
No disrespect to anybody, we're really excited about what's going on today, you know, the work we're putting in today and what tomorrow looks like. So trust me, there's going to be bad moments now. There's going to be some bad plays. There's going to be just part of it. Again, we're going to try to put a group together that can improve every single day and give us a chance to be a part of the win when it's all over.
Allen dealing with the crowd noise on a 3rd and 5, just under a minute to go, first half. They bring everybody. Allen trying to get out of trouble. Allen chucks it downfield, intercepted. Allen has it picked off. Jaire Alexander is brought down, and the Bills come up empty.
That this defense has had playing the run.
Play action. Prescott steps into it. Cooper off his hands and into the arms of Jaire Alexander. Alexander on a big return for the Green Bay Packers into Dallas territory, and what a big play by this defense.
We'll just put our hard hat on.
No, the Rams beat Tampa Bay. New Orleans took care of the Patriots. Garoppolo going deep on first down into double coverage and is picked off. Alexander, and he's back into 49er territory, and he's inside the 40 and tackled at about the 31-yard line.
On 3rd and 2, it's only a 3-man rush, and open for a first down is Noah Fant. Ball taken away, and there's no ruling that Fant was down. Jaire Alexander took the ball out of the hands of the rookie Noah Fant. Unbelievable.
Should be the final play of the half. 7-3 Packers. Trubisky gonna run into it and gonna throw it as far as he could take him. It's gonna come up short, and it's gonna be intercepted actually by Jaire Alexander. They're gonna lateral it, try to get something crazy going. Here's King. Might as well bring out the Cal band while we're at it. Keep it going. Nothing to lose. Now that comes to an end. 9 seconds to go. Bears need a touchdown and a 2. They're out of timeouts. Trubisky with pressure. Gets away. Stands in. Going for it all to the end zone. Is incomplete. 1 second left on the clock.
Two big-bodied receivers getting inside, a play you usually make 99 of 100.
Cousins from his own end zone is going to be sacked for a safety. 2 points as Jaire Alexander comes in from his corner spot.
B.C. Johnson has been pretty good for him.
Pass for Thielen is intercepted. It's Jaire Alexander who had the safety a moment ago, and he comes up with the interception.
On the fake, Trubisky rolling, pressure gets it out to Kmet again, and he's got the catch for a short game. Ball is out. Packers say they've got it. Loss of 1 on that tackle by Christian Kirksey. Brady floats it, pass is picked off the hands of Evans, intercepted by Alexander. Packers take over.
That's been the story for them offensively.
3rd down and 2. Brady just throws it up under pressure. Evans, he is picked by Alexander again.
Yes, the Packers are one of 13 teams to have 5 games
in prime time this season. Hey, think about this. Something to keep in mind. Green Bay is going to have 13 fewer days of rest compared to their opponents. That's the worst net rest differential over their opponents in 2022. Those kinds of things can add up, especially when your quarterback is not exactly a spring chicken, although he's extremely good. Now, after looking at the Packers' schedule, Booger McFarland, I got to ask you, will the Packers make the Super Bowl?
First of all, what the hell is net rest different? I've never heard that stat in my life. Who came up with that?
It was waiting for
There's nothing wrong with rest. Rest is a good thing, right?
Man, we are going way too far if we're analyzing net. That's something I don't even know what that is. As far as the Packers are concerned, listen, man, you guys are right. Aaron Rodgers is making a lot of money, and the expectations are really simple. Is that he's going to have to do what Tom Brady did in New England for a long time, is that regardless of the weapons that are around him, he's going to have to make those weapons better. I don't want to hear about, well, this receiver's not ready, that receiver, I get it, Christian Watson is going to be a rookie, but at some point when you're making that much money and you're deemed to be, at the very worst, the second best quarterback in the league behind Patrick Mahomes, you have to make the weapons on your team better. So, yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers.
I just love my team. Yeah, that's the team with them big G's on it.